This is James Helder, welcome to Full Court Football 24. We're in the Camden Centre today. Quite privileged to just bumped into none other than Peter Odemwingie. Pete, I've got to say, it's fantastic to see you looking very sharp.
Yeah, thank you. You said bumped into me. It's not a mistake. You heard Mark speak, he said there's a purpose. So there was a purpose for me coming here today. I wanted myself to be more educated about the situation and what exactly Mark is doing. So I got to know a bit more about the work he's doing. But obviously he's dealing with a relevant issue, and I just got to know a bit more about it. So I'll use this chance to say what Martin Luther King once said. He said, "Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter." So what Mark is doing is great, and I'm really good to see the amount of support he got today. It's fantastic, and he's definitely changing lives. There are a few powerful testimonies there today. And the young boy, just only him. My mom used to say to me this, if you go out to the stadium and you made one person happy, or there's just one fan, it's worth playing for them. And there was a young kid that said he has a bit of anxiety, he has some problems, he couldn't speak, but he held the mic and said a few nice words, and he said Marcus helped him. So only that is enough, apart from other testimonies, because some testimonies were long. Mr. Reed, fantastic, blew me away, his poem, and just the truth. So actions speak louder than words. For me, the only thing I was happy to go home with is if my son one day stood there, like that boy said, I never had confidence to speak, and yet he held a microphone and spoke in front of hundreds of people. And that moment I thought to myself, that could be my son one day standing. And Mark was right, because he said, nobody knows tomorrow, and that's just the truth. Nobody knows what's waiting around. Mark's son didn't know he will have 15 years, so it is important. We do have a responsibility. What do we leave behind? And the legacy Mark has already made now, and I'm sure there is a lot ahead for him, what he's gonna do. The little he's done now already made a huge difference, and there is a lot more to come.
We know the trouble and strife and the pain that Mark Prince has gone through, losing his son, to channel that energy into something so passionate, where he's literally helping others and putting other people's families into a better place and a better frame of mind. It's absolutely fantastic.
You know, one thing in life is, if I was to believe anyone, I want somebody who has lived through it to talk to me. Yes. Not theoretically, yes, but practically. Yes. So Mark has lived through it, and the MC today was on the stage.
Slim, that'll be the compare, Slim.
No, not Slim, the comedian. It was a great performance. So
very good, Slim. Get your name out there.
He got it all right. Mark got it right today, inviting Slim over. It was a great evening. Of course, you have to have sense of humor and look at life with humor.
Mr. Reed affected you quite a lot as well. I was watching you during that performance of Mr. Reed's spoken word. Seemed to very struck a few chords with you.
Yeah, he resonated with a lot. Resonated with me, and I followed him on Instagram. I'm gonna look at, have a look at him closer. He's out here to help. So everybody who came out here is out to play a part, which was more important. I've learned a lot today. My coming here today was, of course, I understand the whole story and I want to support Mark, but my coming here today was to get to know more about this situation, what's happening, how he dealt with it. And last week I came across words like, an eye for an eye makes the world go blind. So if somebody doesn't do the opposite to what is natural, we remain ordinary, but we are not ordinary. That's why the burning question is, was it a boom and we all appeared? Like Mark said, it wasn't a boom and we all appeared. To that ring, there was a purpose, there was a creator, there was a manufacturer. So there's nothing that happens without a purpose, without a plan. So there was a lot to take here, inspirational. I knew a lot. Sometimes, your gut feeling says there's something about this man. I knew it, and today I came to learn, and it definitely makes me want to be involved in what he's doing, because it's very important in today's society, in London especially. I'm from Birmingham. Last week you guys saw what's happening there. The youths there was another word that says some guys grew up without fathers. So we have peer influence, we have society influence, we have teachers influencing us. So there's a lot of ways to influence people. So growing up without a figure, who do we look up to? That's what Reed said, isn't it? So yeah, we are role models. We have to be the best versions of ourselves, and then the youths can follow. No need to speak a lot. Actions speak louder than words, and there was a lot of action in this place today.
I've got to say, it's truly fantastic to have you here, just by your presence and giving a supporting hand to something so valuable in society. Mark Prince is one of life's good guys, and it's tremendous to see not just yourself, but we know Yakubu was here, Harry Redknapp was here. There's some real people that can really make a difference. It's really great for you guys to come down here.
Thank you, James. Look forward to being part of what Mark is doing. It's a great move, and as Marvin said, he doesn't even know how Mark is doing this. It's by a great effort. He made a great effort. He humbled himself, overcome that. He said, when we do wrong, when we pick up something, when we accept defeat, mental problems, it's like we're stabbing our own selves. So you have to fight back in life, and it's no mistake, because I was part of FIFA's program, the Legends program last year. I was an ambassador to women's football, and they saw something in me that was ability to resurrect, you know. It's very important. There's no way you go through life without setbacks. You just have to overcome them, find that strength, seek for help when you need to. And obviously, Marcus said here, lots of people who fight that anger and bitterness because somebody offended them. It's really something you can learn. If you don't have it, you will learn it. And here is a man to come to, and he will try and help you out in situations like this, because the crime keeps going, the rates are going higher, and if there will be an opposite, like they say, there's an equal reaction to every action, right? If they're going to respond in the way he does, the world become blind. So he's here as a great ambassador, and he has a role to play, and I'm really happy that he answered it, because this gives hope to society and to the future of like humankind in general. So it's fantastic, and I'm just really happy he answered the call. He's very brave. Everybody who came out there today is very brave. So yeah, it's humbling and really inspirational. And you can see I keep talking. The only thing I wanted to say today is an eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. It's a strong message, because somebody has to act reasonably, with a full heart, and to be concerned about the future of the society. That's an example. Mark there is an example, and this gives hope. There's nothing better than hope. Even if the reality at the moment looks bad, there is nothing like hope. Hope is a powerful tool to use to get out of any situation, and he's proven that.
During the speeches and the performances, I caught you in the corner of my eye during like the breaks, chatting to Harry Redknapp. Was it a chance for you and him to speak openly amongst each other, and how did that sort of play out?
Yes, of course. There is a bit of regret of what happened, and yeah, we just shared our thoughts on the situation, really. So he tried to get me years ago before that, so he knows a good player, he admired me, you know. Yeah, it was a good catch-up on the human level. You know, things happen in life, nothing goes smooth. It's a collective sport, you know, a lot of people have to make a decision. So, yeah, but it was good anyway to catch up, especially over, he's a father, I don't know if he's a grandfather, I'm a father. So it's on a different level. We connect as human beings, because first of all, we're humans, and then we are sportsmen or whoever we are. So it was good to have a chat. He's a keen golfer like his son, so I'm also a golfer now, a pro. So we might at least play golf together.
Now, I'm going to save some of this for the podcast, because you kindly agreed to come on the podcast, but now we've got to let the cat out of the bag a little bit with the golfing. Tell us a little bit about the golf. What's going on?
Well, I don't know. Apparently I had a talent for it. Of course, you can't become pro if you don't put the work in. I put the work in. And like boxers, when they smell blood, when they see a knockout, I went for it. I recognized I gave a good jab. and then I recognize the moment where I can go and finish the enemy off, let's say, yeah? So yeah, I turned pro. I improved a lot this year. I turned pro. I'm doing the PGA foundation degree in University of Birmingham. In 3 years, hopefully, I'll be a fully qualified PGA teaching professional. The country where I came from, Nigeria, Russia, is not a popular sport, but I want to be ambassador of that sport and raise a generation of golfers that will be in the Olympic Games because it became an Olympic event.
Visionary. You could be a golf visionary, taking it back and finding the next generation of top golfers from that region.
Yeah, of course, that region. The game is not available to everyone. You know, it's an expensive sport. So if, you know, we can lobby, let's say, for that sport to be discussed at least within our government, then maybe there will be academies built, because you start by putting the first stones. And if I'm one of those who will be lobbying hard in our country to get the ball rolling, in maybe 20 years we see one tour player from Nigeria or Russia playing in the Olympic Games representing the country.
Peter, it's fantastic to speak to you. Thank you very much on behalf of the KPF Foundation for coming down, supporting such a fantastic cause, and hopefully we'll see you at the next one, sir.
It was a great pleasure to be here. Everything I came for, I got that and even more. All the knowledge and the true situation about the things and what Mark is doing exactly. I have more things to go home with, and of course, it's all about coming here, picking the good stuff and sharing. So I'll happily share this thing that he's doing and hopefully be part of it.
Top bloke, thank you very much for your time. I look forward to catching you again real soon.
Thanks, James. Top man.